Chapter 5. The Medici Rise in Florence. Florence in the early 1400s was officially a republic. It had councils, elections, powerful guilds, and laws designed to prevent any one man from becoming a king. But Florence was about to discover that you didn't need a crown to rule a city. You needed money. And few families understood money better than the Medici. The family's great rise began with Giovanni di Bicci de' Medici, born in 1360. Giovanni wasn't a prince. He wasn't a great military commander. He was a banker. In 1397, he established the Medici Bank in Florence. Its branches eventually stretched across Europe, handling deposits, currency exchange, international trade, and most importantly, the finances of the papacy. The Medici became enormously wealthy, but Giovanni understood something equally important. In Florence, looking too powerful could be dangerous. So, instead of building himself a throne, he built relationships. He avoided extravagant displays of wealth, cultivated alliances among Florence's political factions, and spent money on public and religious projects. When Florence needed help financing the enormous dome of its unfinished cathedral, Giovanni supported Filippo Brunelleschi's revolutionary project. Money was beginning to finance genius. When Giovanni died in 1429, his son Cosimo de' Medici inherited both the family fortune and its growing political network. Cosimo was even better at the game. He rarely needed to give direct orders. He loaned money. He rewarded allies. He supported artists and scholars. And he helped friendly politicians gain important positions. Florence remained a republic on paper. But, increasingly, important decisions passed through the Medici network. Their rivals noticed. In 1433, Cosimo was arrested and exiled. It looked like the Medici had been defeated. Instead, Cosimo used his international banking connections and political allies to survive. Only a year later, the political winds shifted. His enemies were driven from power. Cosimo returned to Florence in triumph. And this time, everyone understood what had happened. Florence still had no king. Cosimo wore no crown. There was no royal palace and no official Medici throne. But for the next 3 decades, Cosimo became the most powerful man in Florence. And the family's money began transforming the city itself. The Medici supported Donatello. They supported Brunelleschi. They collected ancient manuscripts. They encouraged humanist scholars. They commissioned churches, sculpture, architecture, and art. Wealth generated by banking was being converted into something far more durable: culture. The Medici didn't create the Renaissance by themselves, but they became one of its most important engines. And their rise demonstrated a new kind of power. Not the power of a king, not the power of an army. The power of banking, patronage, political networks, and knowing exactly when not to wear a crown.